Market, the Albion Farmers Market, presenting the French market. From Albion, here's Mary Slater. Hi, Mary.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Finally, some summer weather.
Yes.
Everybody's just in such a good mood. It's the weather.
Lots of flowers blooming, and
Yeah.
it's pretty.
So Albion, together with your Albion Sister City Committee, puts on this pretty cool thing. What is it?
Well, it's the French market. It's modeled after the markets in Noisy and Bailly, France. Those are our two sister cities.
Okay.
And they have this fantastic weekly market with fresh produce and meats and other things too, craft items and so on. So we've had our sister city relationship for about 23 years. And for the last 8 years, we've included French market once a year along with the regular farmers market that's every Saturday in Albion anyway. So this is our 8th year, and we usually have quite a good turnout. We have a lot of extra things in the French market that are not there on the regular Saturday markets.
All right, so because it's called the French market, that doesn't mean it's going to be a lot of French things. It's just modeled after, it could, well, it might, it does?
We have a crepe stand, and that's
Okay.
pretty French.
Oui.
So, yes.
Yes.
Oui.
Oui.
And this year we have one person who has collected a number of French antiques that will be having a booth with French antiques. And then, some of our, like the cards, we have some of these greeting cards, and they feature a French theme. And there are other things that are French here and there, but not everything is. We have, jewelry and pottery and some handmade, everything will be handmade there, baskets and so on. And then we have a raffle which will feature 3 baskets that will have, among other things, some wines.
That's French.
Yes. And if you haven't bought your raffle tickets already, you can get them at the market, and the drawing will be there. And then we have a large bake sale. We have a lot of bread bakers who have committed to wonderful baguettes and other kinds of breads.
Where is this French market?
It's at the Stauffer Plaza, which is just behind the main street. Superior is the main street of Albion, and just behind that, behind the Bohm Theater, there's a covered space that's our market area.
Yes, and that's where the farmers market is the rest of the time.
Yes, yes.
The farmers market, is it started yet?
Yes, it has.
Okay.
Every Saturday and some Wednesdays too.
All right, and it's early in the growing season, but it's
Yeah.
not just produce that they have at
No, often we have plants and some other craft type things, like some homemade soaps and lotions and things like that, some jewelry.
You've done this for how many years?
This is the 8th year
Oh.
for the French market. The first year we actually had it in the Chamber of Commerce building, and it was very small. It was just, inside and a small building, and then it has grown over the years.
And there's no admission, people just show up and shop.
Yes, right, uh-huh.
Okay. And who else besides the Sister Cities Committee puts this on? Do you have some sponsors that help you with this?
Yes, they're listed at the bottom there.
Oh,
The
there they
music
are.
store, yeah. The City of Albion, the Albion Malleable Brewing Company, the Albion Heritage Bed and Breakfast, the Albion College.
All those fun
What's
folks.
the other ones down
Yeah.
there?
Albion
And those
Malibu.
are pictures from last year, actually. Different things that happened.
Looks great. What a neat market added to the farmers market, the French market. Well, we always like to take the opportunity when you're here to get some of the news of Albion. What's new?
The market is a fundraising event for the Sister City Committee. And our relationship with these two villages in France is 23 years now, and we have over 100 people every year back and forth. This is a very vibrant, thriving relationship. And in fact, next Tuesday, we're sending a group of middle and high school students and their sponsors over to France. They stay with our host families. They stay in host families there, and they will get to see Paris and the Palace of Versailles and all of these things. And then the early July, there are a group of people from France, families, adults and children, coming to do hiking Michigan trails. So they will be in our area in Michigan for a week. They start in Albion, but then they'll be traveling up toward the Petoskey area and Sleeping Bear Dunes, and they'll be hiking trails all around there and staying with host families. We have a young college student that's over there doing an internship for a month. So there's just all kinds of relationships between children and adults going both sides of the ocean.
Yeah,
Very exciting.
Real active sister city.
Very active.
Have you been yourself?
Yes.
What are the names of the two towns?
Noisy-le-Roi and Bailly. These are two small villages. Yeah. At one time, they housed the people who built the Palace of Versailles. So there was a village for the carpenters and a village for the gardeners and so on. Okay. So now they are pretty much bedroom communities for Paris or for the city of Versailles.
And these villages have sent people to Albion?
Oh, many times, yes.
Okay. Well, they'll love the Sleeping Bear Dunes.
Oh, I think so too, yeah.
Well, great to see you. And we'll encourage people to visit the French market at the Albion Farmers Market. And that is next Saturday. And it's
June 15th from 9 to 2.
One day only.
Yes.
And when it's gone, it's gone. Sounds like fun. I hope to, well, I won't be here, but I'd love to go next year.
Next year.
Thanks so much for coming in.
Oh, my pleasure.
From the Albion Sister City Committee and the Albion Farmers Market, Mary Slater. Up